In this work, titled Training Human-Robot Teams by Improving Transparency Through a Virtual Spectator Interface, we present and investigate the effectiveness of a virtual spectator interface to be used during training reviews to increase performance and situational awareness of humans and human-robot teams. Each trial was a search mission in which subjects had to supervise two unmanned ground vehicles as they search and navigate an environment and complete spot reports. A high-level overview can be seen on screen to show where on each course the takeover and object flagging tasks were placed. Care was taken to ensure the same number of obstacles appeared within each trial without them appearing at the same times and locations. Here is an overview of the experiment environment at the University of Michigan location and the user interface subjects interacted with during their trials. During each trial, subjects needed to identify the hazard level of the unmanned ground vehicles, encountered obstacles, and support the unmanned ground vehicle accordingly. An overview of the hazards and their expected behaviors in response can be seen on the right. Secondly, subjects needed to support each unmanned ground vehicle's detection of objects to ensure they are appropriately flagged. Note in the video, an unmanned ground vehicle approaches one of these tasks and flags appropriately. If the unmanned ground vehicle had not flagged, a subject would have needed to intervene and flag them themselves. Lastly, subjects are to fill out spot reports during their trials, noting the count of target objects presented in the middle of the user interface, as you can see on the right. A full list of the example objects can be seen on the left. The Virtual Spectator Interface is made up of tools to increase transparency and understanding of robotic teammates' actions and perceptions. Specific to this task, we present to subjects the roads and obstacles the unmanned ground vehicle detected and the hazard level associated. We also presented the autonomy level of the unmanned ground vehicle and the status of the object's flag. You can see examples of what the user interface looked like on your screen currently. This video is our first example of what a participant would see while experiencing a training review. In the video, you can see a participant's replay from the perspective of a spectator. It shows them approach a hazard, see the hazard signs, which are outlined as we mentioned in our obstacle highlighting. Here, the participant needs to realize that the UGV will require their assistance, as the hazard level is indicated in red. On the ground, you can see the road highlighting switch from green to red as the UGV approaches the hazard. Once the UGV reaches the hazard, its autonomy highlight changes to red and then to cyan, indicating that the participant correctly took over this UGV when they needed to. This is our second example of what a participant would see while experiencing a training review. For this example, we'll go over an object flagging task. Watch as the UGV approaches an object and stops, where it requests assistance from the participant. Note the UGV's autonomy highlight turns red while it's waiting for help. Then, if you pay close attention to the flagging button in the input overlay, you can see the participant correctly flags this vehicle. Once that happens, the object turns green and the UGV takes off and drives again. Thank you for watching.